It's time for the Family Feud. Introducing the Cate family, ready for action. And the Davis family. On your marks. Let's start the Family Feud. With the star of Family Feud, Richard Dawson.
You make me wish I had a big special for you when you welcome me like that. Instead of that, it's just the same old rubbish. But we're going to have fun. We've got some great players here. Champs have been doing very well. Day 3 for the champions, the Cate family. Good morning. How you doing?
Hi, Richard.
I know we have $100 in lollipops. How much in cash?
$11,148, Richard.
Boy, oh, boy. Good hourly wage.
I like it.
Almost as much per hour as a lawyer would earn. And he's a lawyer. Let me meet everybody, please.
Richard, my wife, Mary.
Hello, Mary.
My sister, Susanna.
Hello, Susanna.
My brother, Christopher.
Chris?
Richard. And next to Chris is his wife, Faith.
Keep the faith. Give him a big one. Good team. You're doing well. Now, I hear these are very good players, so be on your top form.
Okay.
All right?
Will do.
Give them a nice welcome. The Davis family here. Jim, it's nice to have you here.
Thank you.
I want to meet your family, if I may, sir. Who you got
Certainly
here?
can. My lovely wife, Marilyn.
Hello,
Hi,
Marilyn.
Richard.
Next to her, her daughter, Sue.
Hi, Richard.
Our daughter, Kathy.
Hi, Richard.
And her husband, George.
Hi, Richard.
Welcome, George. Good to have you here. Got a nice-looking family here.
Thank you.
Have we named all the children?
Have we named all the children?
Well, I mean, I'll make sure you've left nobody out. Otherwise, if you've got a child that's not represented here today, you'll be...
Marilyn could do a better job than I could, I'll tell you. Yeah, Sharon.
Is there
I believe.
anyone we should mention, like Sharon?
Sharon, my daughter, and my son, Brian. And,
Quickly, you
and
forget.
10 grandchildren.
Good Lord alive.
Richard, we have a little trophy for you. Every year, we're tennis players, and every year we have a tennis tournament that we sponsor.
Where do you sponsor it?
At our local tennis club
where
in
is that?
Huntington Beach.
Okay, and what's the name of the tournament?
Well, we're very close to the Davis Cup. You've heard of the Davis
I
Cup?
have indeed.
Well, we're not quite that good, so we're the Davis Mug.
Oh, the Davis. All right.
And we would like to present you with the honorary winner for 1985.
Now, take a look at this. This is me on the court. Wait.
I thought that looked like
I love them. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Ready to play?
Yeah.
Play the feud. Let's go. Paul, we'll try and get a real close-up of that, and you'll see Andy Felcher. This is Andy Felcher on the tennis court. It's exactly. He's a young man who works with us and is the worst loser at tennis we've ever played with. He does. He busts rackets and everything. 100 people surveyed. Top 8 answers on the board. You got to try and get the most popular answer. Here's the question. Name something people lose that other people find and turn in. Yes, sir.
Wallets.
Wallets. Number 1. Play or pass?
Play, Richard.
Play. Up to your old tricks again. Very good. Mayor?
Hi.
What do you think?
Jewelry.
Jewelry? Jewelry! What do they do with it then? Susanna? Something people lose, that other people find and turn in.
Glasses.
Glasses! Yeah! Chris, what do you think, sir?
I think keys.
That's a goodie. Keys? Well done. You're not going to say lollipop, guys. Take a lollipop, okay? Daughter Applejack. First day, second day, third day. I'm like, doing very well. What would you say here?
I would say a purse.
A purse, let's see. Purse! Yuck!
How about credit cards?
All right, let's see. Credit cards! Oh,
Money?
money! Jewelry. That wasn't... Yeah?
An umbrella?
Ah. Umbrella! No. $83 and 3 unrevealed answers.
Child.
Child. I would have to say a pet.
A pet, all right? If the pet is there, Jim, you get the $83. If not, give it the Jack. A pet! Yeah! The way to do it, sir. Number 3. That's 6. The driver's license. That is true about pets, sir. Remember my pet snake? Yep. Someone found that and turned it into gloves, I believe. We'll be back, right? What a crowd.
Introducing new cinnamon sticks from Pizza Hut. They're delicious and they're free when you buy a large pepperoni pizza for just $9.99. Get 10 luscious, freshly baked treats with cinnamon and sugar in every mouthwatering morsel free. Just order a large Pizza Hut pizza piled high with pepperoni, just $9.99. And we'll sweeten the deal with 10 of our new cinnamon sticks free. Is that a sweet deal or what? At Pizza Hut.
So easy to get carried away with. Tastes good, feels good. Wheat Thins.
Looks like heartburn. Showtime!
Wait, look! They don't just have heartburn.
They also have pressure and bloating. That's gas.
Oh, no!
Sorry, guys. They need more than just heartburn relief. They need me. Hey, Maalox Max. When you have it all,
Treat it all!
you bet. Fast heartburn relief plus strong gas relief. That's Maalox Max.
Thanks, Max.
Just doing my job. Maalox Max. When you have it all, treat it all.
In my job, no matter what happens, the show must go on. So I took control with Depend underwear. It goes on like regular underwear. With the Depend protection I trust. Take control with Depend.
To play lingo, just think of the opponent as the...
Enemy. E-N-E-M-Y.
And say, doesn't Chuck Woolery make you...
Laugh. L-U-G-H.
Wait a minute. It's not just words, it's lingo. Tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern and Pacific.
The Davis, 83, champs, nothing. Here we go. Come on. Maryland. 100 people surveyed, top 7 answers on the board. Here's the question. Name an occupation which provides a good test for a waterproof watch. Yes.
A skin diver.
Skin diver. Yeah, well done. Will you play or pass?
We'd like to play, Richard.
We're going to play, Madame.
Okay.
I'll see you in a minute. Very good, Mary. We want an occupation which provides a good test for a waterproof watch.
Fisherman.
Fisherman? Good.
How about a deep sea diver?
You see anything up there that might surprise you? You only had 2 answers.
Dishwasher.
Ah, of course. Dishwasher? Now you're talking. You got a chart name when you get him home from the top. Let me check.
The captain of a boat.
Oh. Sea captain. No, they go by the seas, by the stars. They don't have watches. Can't get my other eye open now.
Well, I don't know if this is an occupation, but how about a swimmer?
Oh, see. Swimmer? It is. Swim instructor. Got to be able to swim to do it.
How about a swabby? Somebody in the Navy?
Okay. A swabby. Oh. That's a person with a little cotton, isn't it?
Yeah.
Suzanne?
Housewife.
Housewife, all right. Let's see. Housewife! Third strike, $70. 3 answers unrevealed. Come along, Jim.
Lifeguard.
Lifeguard.
Coast Guard.
Fireman.
Lifeguard. Fireman.
We'll try lifeguard.
Lifeguard. Sounds like a winner, sir. If it's there, you get it all. If not, pretty even game. Lifeguard? Yeah. 6. Carl Washington. 7. Come here. The woman that feeds Shamu. Yeah. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Beth with more terrific news from Matrix Direct. Now we offer more choices from more life insurance companies than ever before, with some of the lowest rates anywhere. A 40-year-old man can get $100,000 coverage for only $15 a month. This is insurance you can depend on from top quality companies like these. The call is free, the quote is free. So call now and get great coverage at a great rate from Matrix Direct.
Call 1-800-321-0463 now.
Do you require diabetes testing supplies or respiratory nebulizer medications? Did you know that Medicare and many private insurance plans cover these items? Express Med will deliver your supplies and medication directly to your home and bill your insurance carrier. After deductible and copay, there is no charge for our service or for convenient home delivery. We even handle the paperwork and require no upfront costs. You'll feel confident with Express Med. Join our customer family today by calling toll-free 1-888-525-0575.
Or visit any of over 7,000 Radio Shack locations for the size that's right for you. Because the Environizer uses an electrostatic collection rod, cleaning is easy. Just wipe it off. You'll save money. There are no filters to buy or replace. The Honeywell Environizer air purifier uses a fan to move air quickly and quietly. Uses less energy to save you money and comes with an unbeatable 5-year warranty. We can clean the air inside your home. Beyond that, you're on your own. The Honeywell Environizer Air Purifier, only from Radio Shack. Just right for you. Call now to order your Environizer for as little as 3 payments of just $33. Order from this special TV offer and we'll deliver it free. You must call and order now to get free shipping. Don't wait. Call or go to any of over 7,000 Radio Shack locations.
Call 1-800-620-0228 and order your Environizer today. That's 1-800-620-0228.
Every weeknight, Game Show Network brings you your most wanted shows. At 8, it's The Ultimate Player, Whammy. At 8:30, Wintuition's Mark Summers takes you to school. At 9, Chuck Woolery spells trouble on lingo. At 9:30, the man behind Match Game, Gene Rayburn. At 10, Friend or Foe, only Kennedy knows. At 10:30, Russian Roulette's Big Wheel, Mark Wahlberg. And at 11, Cram Kingpin, Graham Elwood. If playing is a crime, this gang is guilty as charged. Monday through Friday, only on Game Show Network. That is all.
Got it all here, Jim. 153. Nothing Jack yet. Come Sweet Susanna. How you doing? Good. You have a tennis player, huh?
Yes.
100 people surveyed. Top 5 answers on the board. Here's the question. Name an instrument in a hillbilly band. Yeah.
Banjo.
Banjo. Yes. Play a pad.
We'll play, Richard.
Well done. I like banjo. How are you, Kathy? Can you name an instrument in a hillbilly band?
Guitar.
Guitar. Yeah. George, welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Let's get a nice lollipop here, George, if we can. You know that? It's a nice one. It's just not worth $100. What do you think here?
I'll say harmonica.
Okay.
All right.
Harmonica. Kind of surprising. Didn't make it. Only one, though. Don't worry, Jim. Instrument in a hillbilly band.
A fiddle.
Fiddle, please. Yeah. Well done. Oh, no.
A piano.
Is there a piano? No. So,
How about cymbals?
okay. If it's there, all right. If not, third strike. Any of our 100 people say cymbals. They did not. Jack, a chance for you to get on the board. Okay. We got 2 unrevealed answers.
A jug. A jug. We're going to go with the jug, Richard.
Yeah. And I've had a feeling that you've been going with a jug for quite a while. The old jug there, you get $70. Is it there, jug? Yeah. Oh! Washboard. Washboard. 153 to 70. Here we go. Come on. 100 people surveyed. Top 5 answers on the board. Here's the question. Name someone a person might call to get a recipe.
Mother.
Alfie's mom. Call her collect.
Hi, Richard.
Right. A lot of style she spins around. Very nice, very nice. Who would you call if you wanted to get a recipe, George?
Grandmother?
All right, George.
Grandma. Yeah. Probably do a lot of cooking, do you?
Yeah, tomato soup. I would call a friend.
Call a friend, all right. A friend. Well done. Invite him over with the recipe. Marilyn.
A cooking instructor.
There you go.
Good answer.
I always call Julia Shy. I said, child, I say, cooking instructor. A recipe, who would we call?
A neighbor?
A neighbor. Won't you be my neighbor? Yes, sir. Mr. Rogers. 251 to 70. Here we go. Come on. Faith in yard. Okay, dollar values are doubled. 100 people surveyed. Top 4 answers on the board. Here's the question. Name a kind of business burglars always seem to be burglarizing. Yeah.
A bank.
A bank. Well done. Player time.
Richard will play.
Jim's upset about that because Jim owns a bank. No, he does. He didn't want Faith to mention that. They'll probably stop doing it now she's mentioned. We want a kind of business burglars always seem to be burglarizing.
We like liquor stores.
Oh, yes, I know. I don't know how we've gotten this reputation with this man, but he does happen to give me a lot of answers involving booze and winning very well. Liquor stores? Yeah. Excellent.
I'll say an office building.
An office building, okay. Have you ever had your office building burglarized?
Yes, they went through the wall.
Oh, did they?
Uh-huh. They took typewriters.
They weren't
and
drunk,
things.
were they?
I don't know.
No, because Jack might know.
No.
Office building.
Jewelry store?
You like that quite, don't you? Every second answer, she says, jewelry! Well, what are these people stealing, then? I don't understand. Kind of business burglars always seem to be burglarizing.
Market?
A market? Market! That's right. They don't want diamonds. They like saltine crackers. These are smart people we're dealing with.
A restaurant.
A restaurant, okay. Go in and steal the napkins. Restaurant? No!
Gas station. Gas station. Gas station.
That's my number 1 answer. Gas station.
Gas station? Well, if it's there, you'll be the champ. If not, game goes on. Gas station? Well, if you're going to just hang around for a couple of shows, you did it the right way. That I like.
We did very well.
$70, 200 in lollipops, and just a small trifle, $11,148. I hope you had a nice time.
Thank you. We had a lot of fun.
You're very neat people. You know, I'm glad you won tonight. I love you. Thank you, Fred. Thank you. And I love you. I hope you had fun. Good. We'll play. Come on. Who's first? Okay. Marilyn and Kathy go in for the money right after you watch this.
Hi, Billy Mays here with a brand new product from the makers of OxyClean. Introducing Kaboom Shower Tub and Tile Cleaner. You know how you get that mineral buildup around your sinks and faucets? Watch how Kaboom magically dissolves this rock-hard calcium right before your eyes. Kaboom is incredibly powerful, even though it contains no ammonia or bleach. Use Kaboom on the really tough jobs. The stuff you just go crazy trying to clean. Kaboom quickly attacks calcium and lime deposits, even this greasy grime and buildup, without a lot of hard rubbing and scrubbing. It'll put the shine back in your shower. Kaboom dissolves rust stains right before your eyes, even the really tough stains. Use Kaboom to clean and maintain all of your tile. And look what it does to your shower heads. Kaboom is amazing on fiberglass and shower doors. Use it each time you clean, and you'll never see that buildup again. Kaboom, and the soap scum is gone. If you have ring around the toilet, Kaboom cleans without damaging the surface. Kaboom also removes rust stains and hard water buildup inside your dishwasher. It cleans rust from cement surfaces and quickly removes tarnish from copper and brass. Kaboom will even take years of buildup off this old penny. When you call, you'll receive not one, but two 22-ounce bottles of Kaboom, 2 of the jumbo super scrubbers, and a reusable cleaning bucket, all for just $19.99. We'll also include our Orange Clean dual action wipes, absolutely free. Ideal for those quick jobs, they clean and scrub using the power of pure orange oil. Call now so we can supersize your order to 2 32-ounce bottles of Kaboom. We'll even include a package of our world-famous OxyClean. That's a $40 value, all for just $19.99. Here's how to order.
Call to order Kaboom. As a special TV offer, you receive 2 32-ounce bottles of Kaboom and the Orange Clean wipes for $19.99. Call 1-800-798-4027. Call now.
Congratulations, you're
Thank
the champs.
You. Thank you.
Now let's sort of have a flashy ending and win $5,000.
Oh,
Okay?
I hope so.
Sure. Give us 15 seconds, please. Name an occasion that might be the proudest moment in a person's life.
A wedding.
Besides Rhode Island, a small state.
Connecticut.
Something you see on the highway.
Street signs.
Something you get from a tree.
Leaves.
A kind of Campbell's soup.
Tomato.
Turn around. An occasion that might be the proudest moment in a person's life. And you said, a wedding. A nice thing to say. Did you smile when she said that, Jim? Everybody said, 14. That's Rhode Island. In a small state, you said Connecticut. Survey said 24. Something you see on a highway, and you said sign. Astrological signs like yield. Survey. There you go. Something you get from a tree, and you said leaves. Survey said 4. 4 leaves is not much. No. Kind of Campbell's soup. Tomato. Survey. Right next to that hunk over there. Here comes Kathy. Kathy with a K. Well, we've done very well. We have 118 points. We need 82 points.
Good
Get
going,
that?
Mom.
You got it, yeah. Come on, we're going to win the money. Please remind us all the answers Mom gave us. Give us 20 seconds on the clock, please. Name an occasion that might be the proudest moment in a person's life.
Their wedding.
Try again.
Birthday.
Besides Rhode Island, a small state.
Maine.
Something you see on the highway.
Cars.
Something you get from a tree.
Fruit.
A kind of Campbell's soup.
Chicken noodle.
Turn around. You like chicken noodle? We wanted an occasion that might be the proudest moment in a person's life, and you said birthday. Number 1. Survey said. Besides Rhode Island, a small state, and you said me. Survey said 6. Connecticut, #1. I think Alaska was something you see on the highway. Signs, #1 answer. You said cars. We need 27 points. Survey said. Easily, so easily. What do you get from a tree? You get fruit. And chicken noodles, the soup. We will return. Bye.
Cram contestants have 24 hours to fill their heads with facts. Host Graham Elwood crams his show into 30 minutes. They all could use a good night's sleep.
It's called sleep deprivation, and it's sweeping across the nation.
Stay up and watch Cram tonight at 11 Eastern and Pacific, only on Game Show Network.
So, what do you do?
I sell paper.
That is so interesting.
Really?
Where will you be when your diarrhea comes back? You should have taken Imodium AD the first time. Don't wait till it's too late.
I'm trying too hard, maybe.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hey there.
Tennis shoes. Oh, tennis shoes. Yes.
Hi.
Tennis shoes. Tennis shoes. But maybe I should wear the heels. Wear the heels.
Hi.
Yahoo Personals.
Ray Combs takes over hosting duties on Family Feud next. Then Dick Clark follows with the $100,000 pyramid. And after that, match game.
This is Virginia. It's her birthday today. Where are you from, my angel?
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Suburb of St. Louis.
And Virginia said, I don't want to be out here. If this family of yours had the decency to win in the proper amount of time, we wouldn't be here killing time at the moment.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? I'm thrilled.
Well, all right. These lollipops are for you.
Oh, I'll give them to my grandson.
And as I have a few seconds to kill, I think I'll go and kill Gene Wood. I love you, and I'll see you here on The Feud. Happy birthday.
Lingo presents the ABCs.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X,
Y,
and Z.
Now that you know your ABCs, won't you come and watch Lingo with me? Lingo, tonight at 9 Eastern and Pacific on Game Show Network.
No preservatives, both from San Juan Foods. This is Gene Wood speaking for Family Feud. A Mark Goodson television production.